So what do you understand by stress?
Stress is it's anxiety or pressure you feel from stressors.
Okay, yeah. So it's anxiety or pressure that you feel. Okay. So you said stressors. What are stressors?
Stressors are things that make you stressed. No, they're things.
The factors that actually make you get stressed or being under pressure for something.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And health psychology.
Health psychology. I think that's the idea of how stress affects your health and how being stressed can make you more susceptible to diseases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sickness.
Yeah. So we talked about what is stress. Stress is like the condition in which you are like, it's a physiological response that is being caused by the stressors. Stressors are the components or the factors that lead you to that condition, and some are like acute stressors and some are chronic stressors. So the chronic stressors are like they keep on like giving you stress for a long time, right? And health psychology is a condition in which like you it depends upon how you are prone, how your health is good, how like your maintenance of health, and how much you are prone to get the diseases. If I talk about chronic stressors, can you like give example of any chronic stressors?
Probably if you took some hard classes this semester, that would be a chronic stressor because it lasts through the whole semester.
Yeah.
Or something even longer, like if you have a brother or sister with some sort of handicapped issue, that would be a long-term stressor.
Yeah. And so these chronic stressors are like bits that are sensitive to you, or you actually keep them for a long period of time, those memories in your mind for a long period of time. And for example, if I'm afraid of something, that is a chronic stressor for me. So whenever I'm around that thing, I'll be stressed for a long time, and it's like it stays with me for a lifetime. And sometimes they end up like that's why people go to psychologists for counseling and stuff, so that they can like overcome those stressors. And the events caused by these stressors and in the condition that you stay there are like stressful events that we call the event in which we were like stressed out and we don't know what to do. So that those are like stressful events. Can you think about any stressful event in your life and just think about the signs and symptoms you got that time? And just tell me about when you get stressed, what happens?
When I get stressed a lot.
Okay.
But what happens is, depending on the situation, sometimes my stomach would kind of turn over and I feel like I have butterflies, but something kind of worse than that, kind of sick to my stomach, or I get a headache, stuff like that.
Yeah. So these are the conditions, like you can say results of being stressful in the stressful events. How you can overcome those events?
I would say stress management, or learning how to cope with stress.
Yeah. So we call it like stress coping mechanism, that the events or the stuff that we use to overcome those events. So how we overcome those events? First, so when I said when you have that stressful events, your physiological reactions also, like functions also get disturbed. Your heart rate gets increased, or because you need more energy at that time to think, so that our heart starts producing a lot more, or sometimes it works to a fight and flight response.
Right.
Right. What's fight and flight response?
It's when you have not the option, but the impulse to either face it or to kind of run away.
Yeah. So it depends upon what you should you like, how you will deal with it, whether you fight or you flight. And you had a mechanism that is like journal adoption syndrome. Like you get that when you are like stressed a lot, and the stressors are like they keep on encountering you for most of the time, right? So the first phase it says here, you will try to deal with it with the fight and flight system, but rapidly, like because you're in that stressful event, it will keep on increasing, and as it's threatening you most, you will like try to, your body cells, your heart rate starts to get increased, your fats, like the energy that is stored in your cells, that starts to like be used and stuff. But it's not that if you have stress, it goes on most of the time. So there are some hormones in our body that induce stress, but there are some hormones in the body that helps you get over, like coop up from that stress. So when you are in phase 3, you can say that you are like at this extreme, but you go back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So it's just the effects to like how our immune system react. Our immune system starts to activate the fight and flight system so that we can protect ourselves or like deal with this stuff. As I told that it activates a cardiovascular system to pump more blood because we need more energy that time to think about